Hello, welcome to episode 17 of Dawn of Man. We are squarely in the middle of the Iron Age. We have 4 technologies left to unlock before we've completed the game, quote unquote. And we have a few other goals as well. I want to get to 200 population so I can get that achievement, and there's a couple other things we can do along the way. But for now, it's the very beginning of spring. The game, I don't think, keeps track of years. But, suffice to say, we've been at this for quite a long time. So let's just kind of recap kind of where we are. This needs to get finished. We'll do that in a little bit. But we have researched pretty much everything in the game minus the last 4 technologies. We've gotten a lot of milestones. We can actually, if I remember how to get to it, right here. We just need 2 more to get steel. Well, 20 units of steel and then 150 people and a cairn. We are almost there. Our cairn is actually under construction down in this area right here. They're going to build the outside wall and then actually construct the cairn. So we just need to get a few more people and have this fully completed, and we will be good to go for that achievement. Now, as far as the steel question, we do have to research that. That's 20 knowledge. It's the most expensive technology aside from unlocking this age in the game. And yeah, that'll be lots of fun. Hopefully we can get there this episode. I know knowledge points are kind of hard to come by at this point, and you end up having to just purchase technologies a lot of the time. And here's a trader. Let's see what they have. So no technologies, but they do have food, which we are very low on. And it never hurts to have tools. So we'll go ahead and pick up some of those. And we'll see if I can come up with 483. If not, no big deal. We are going to try to avoid trading animals, because that does tend to bite us in the butt a lot of the time. We have some iron tools, but we're not getting rid of those. Where is our wool? We only have 3, so that's actually not super promising. I think we can probably do without iron ore, but that's really not even that expensive. So let's go ahead and kind of dial it down with the weapons here. I think we're probably okay as far as spears. We already have 12. We have 22 iron swords. We have some iron swords as well, or bronze, excuse me. So we can actually get rid of that. But as far as sickles go, I do think we need to get some of those. So that's only 39 more we need to come up with. That's easy. Let's see. I don't really have too much to trade with here. I want to avoid trading resources I'm actually going to use. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have to get some of these out here. Of course, the copper tools are essentially worthless, which is unfortunate. But we can get by with a few outfits being traded, because we have quite a few in the works here anyway, so that's fine. And that should help us out just a little bit. Yes, I know we're low on food. We're working on it. We're trying our best. These things just take time. So, speaking of, let's see about doing some hunting. If we have any animals nearby that we can actually hunt. And it looks like we do. We have one of those guys. We've got not a ton, but we have a few that we can take advantage of here. Those 2 are a good start. And there's another knowledge point just for making a bunch of wool cloth. That's always fun. Alright, now, in the meantime, let's, actually, I'll do one better than that. We'll go ahead and put a work area for obtaining stone. Just right here. And we'll go ahead and tell people that we can have 5 people working here. And they'll take care of that post-haste. We'll cut down that oak tree, and we can build right through the middle of there. Speaking of, we need to cut down a whole bunch of trees so we can have some actual logs here. We'll leave that oak tree. I think a lot of this game at this point is just kind of cramming as much building and resource gathering as you can into whatever productive seasons you can. I think this is definitely the point where I kind of understand the people that gave up on this game after, I don't know, a couple hours. This specific playthrough is approaching 10, I believe. And it is getting quite old and repetitive doing a lot of this stuff. So we won't be doing too much more in here, but I do want to make sure we give the game a fair shot to be fully completed so we can see what we want to do next time when we go back for our second playthrough. It looks like we were able to plant pretty much everything in our crop fields. I know it's probably a little overkill, honestly, for the amount of people we have. But we do desperately need a lot of this. Oh, somebody died of starvation. That's good. Let's make sure we're actually, fishing here. I know we have a fishing area. That's mud gathering. Do we not have a... we must not have any other stuff here. Because we have all these different fruit trees and such over here, or we did at one point. Oh, people are getting diseases. That's good. That's exactly what you want to see. Well, we have vegetables, we have grain, we have flour. We're lacking meat. We have all these animals. We're supposed to have a livestock limit of 30, so why are they not slaughtering? We have 36 pigs. Well, this is certainly not the ideal scenario here. Dying of disease and starvation. Well, we're just going to have to go ahead and put an APB out on pretty much every animal we see so we can actually have food here. Unfortunately, there's just not many. There are not enough animals to go around in terms of food. We have plenty of sledges and transportation and all that stuff. But things are just not looking fantastic here. We'll go ahead and just mass murder all of those. And I think that should help just a little bit. We just can't get enough food, and it's kind of depressing. But I guess if you want realism, this is probably a pretty realistic circumstance. We've already had close to 10 people die from starvation, I think. So hopefully we can get some people to murder these animals and get stuff. Oh, and here comes 4 new people to replace all these people that are dying, so I guess that works. We learn nothing. Now, as far as these being prepared for transport, we can go ahead and get these all set up here. There we go. Man, people are just not doing well. Not in the slightest over here. Hey, but at least this wall's getting built, right? Yes, I know, we're low on food. It's fall, and it's time for people to harvest, and I made the mistake of demanding people do a whole bunch of wood cutting at the same time. So you know how this usually goes. We run out of time to get everything harvested, and then there is a raider attack right in the middle of our harvest season. Ah, here we go. Just a little bit of food. We'll go ahead and purchase what we can. See if I can buy bronze. Yes. Oh, 23 wool. Yes, we'll go ahead and take care of this. Should be quite helpful. Yeah, see, most of this stuff is useless now. But we can't get rid of a couple pigs. Then we'll fill that in with some rocks. There we go. Good stuff. Now we have meat. It's just in the process of curing, so hopefully people don't die too much. It's really frustrating trying to keep up with food demand in this game. Might honestly be my chief complaint at this point with all of the various demands. And I know there's probably a lot of things that I could have done entirely differently, but I did come into the game pretty much blind, and that's generally how I like to play games the first time. So, I mean, I know I made a lot of mistakes, but it still is kind of ridiculous the amount of food these people are eating. They just cannot keep it supplied. I hope they can harvest that. I mean, we're not even going to get half of our stuff harvested. I don't feel like I have a truly ridiculous amount of stuff to harvest, but I guess the game just doesn't want me to be doing this much stuff here. What are we even doing with our time here? Crafting things, repairing watchtowers, okay. I want people to harvest the stinking food. We are going to have no straw, and our animals are all going to die because we don't have all the resources here. That is very annoying. We've hardly harvested not even a third. Not even 1/3 of stuff here. People just keep dying of starvation. God, that's annoying. Yeah, see, fall's almost over. We're not even going to get half of our stuff. Just ridiculous. Oh well. It is what it is, I guess. We do need the other things, so it's not like it wasn't going to be useful anyway. Yep, somebody else died of starvation. We're going to have a whole lot of that happening. I do have 40 straw, but that's going to be gone in, like, I don't know, not even a third of the way through probably is when that's going to be depleted. Of course everyone's mad. I'd be mad too. Everyone was dying and we didn't have any access to anything. So I think we're going to have to do, for the good of everyone else, we're going to have to do steel making as our next one. Yes, I know, we're low on food. Annoying. Annoying. People just getting disease all over the place. And of course, none of these are ready to go. Well, I mean, we've lost 30 people this episode. Thereabouts. Probably more if you count the people that have come in. Probably closer to 40. So I don't know what it is that is causing this to be this much of a disaster, but we are going to have to... We're going to have to get rid of some of our farming here to try and stand a chance. Except the barley. We need that. Oh, what is it over here that we've been planting? Barley, barley. Well, let's get rid of the furthest away ones here. See if that helps us at all. It's got to be manageable, and we just can't do it. It is way too much. Jeez, we are hemorrhaging people here. Better yet, why not just get rid of every farming thing over here on this side of the river? Because it seems like people just don't have enough time to go out and do stuff. Surely there's got to be... Good lord. We're not having a good time here. Our welfare is pretty low. Prestige is still high though, so that's good, I guess. So we ran out of straw just in time to need it to repair buildings, and we're not going to get any more until the fall. So that is... Oh my god, this is annoying. Hopefully this is a... Good god. Hopefully this is a more manageable amount of crops to be planting here. We will see, I suppose. Still need people to come and do all of this rolling megalith nonsense to get that taken care of. And now we were 4 or 5 people away. Now we're 46 people away from getting that achievement. 47 from getting that achievement. So that's not happening in this episode. And might not ever happen, the way this is going. Hopefully, we can kind of turn this around a little bit. I guess there's probably something completely good God. Something completely fundamental I'm just 100% failing to grasp. Okay, this is absolutely insane. This is ridiculous. Well, the population is dropping like the view count on these videos. So maybe that's a sign. I don't know. We do have a lot of rocks, which is, I guess, helpful. So maybe we can tone down some of the stuff we're making here. Don't think we need to make those. I think we're probably okay not making outfits for a while, but I don't want to turn that off. So I guess this is just going to be the episode where everybody dies, huh? That is so annoying. I guess they haven't even planted down here yet. Not enough people to run the plows because they're all dead. Oh, and a raider attack. This could be it. This could be the end of this settlement. Right here. Everybody's dead. Those who are left have to take up the sword to defend their land. And there's a good bit of them coming over the mountaintop here. So we'll see if they're able to even make a dent in these raiders here. These guys are running into the watchtower. Oh, he was too late. They're already full. He's going to try and run in here, isn't he? No. I guess that's full. Well, this very well could be it. Alright, get inside the gate so I can close the gates. Oh, of course he got in. Oh, okay, they breached the wall. So where are these guys going? They're just running. Yeah, I think, suffice to say, this is going about as poorly as it possibly could. Breached the gate, killed a bunch of people, killed the dogs. This is categorically a disaster. And there's still more of them. Where did they all get killed? No, they're still, they're fleeing. Wow. We are almost half of the population we were at the beginning of this episode. And we're still low on food. So that's great. Absolutely fantastic. So I guess they can go hunt all that deer now. And now it's going to be almost completely unmanageable to sustain this town. Well, such is life, I guess, in the Iron Age. People come and completely just decimate you. What a shame. I don't know that we're going to be able to recover from this, honestly. The workload is so high, and the people are just not available to do anything. We didn't even get all of our crops planted. So you know what that means, is we're going to be really in deep trouble. I'm going to give it through the end of this calendar year, and we'll see what we're able to accomplish. But if we can't turn around, this is probably going to have to be it for this playthrough of Dawn of Man. Getting just absolutely smacked in the face by one of those raider attacks, I guess, is probably a pretty good way to lose the game, quote unquote. Even though haven't really lost technically. But yeah, it's not looking good, folks. So we'll see what they end up able to accomplish. It's just there's so much that needs to be done. I don't think they can do it. But it would not be one of my videos if I did not own my mistakes. Oh, and a bear attack. Fantastic. But it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't at least own my mistakes and try to learn from them. So that's what we're going to do. Try to make sense of things as we are able to, and give it one last good shot to try and turn things around. And if not, then that's just the way things go. Sometimes you don't succeed the first time. But that is part of the journey of life. Even playing dumb little video games like this, it's a learning opportunity. And if you just give up on stuff the first time, then, in my opinion, that is a failure of your character and missing opportunities to be good. So, we won't give up just quite yet. But we do have to either get going or get going, if you know what I mean. Alright, so it's about to be fall. Yeah, so we hardly grew anything. And I doubt that we're gonna be able to harvest it, but we're gonna see what happens. Oh, well, I guess the cow killed somebody and a dog, so we got that going for us, which is fantastic. Low on food again. Just astounding to me that we can possibly be low on food with all of these animals. It is unbelievable to me. We're gonna slaughter pigs. We just have to. We cannot support this many. It is ridiculous here. We'll leave one adult male so they can breed. But we just have way too many pigs. That ought to be enough to help at least. We'll see what they're able to do. Yes, I know the workload is too high. I'm sorry. Half of your entire village people died. That's just the way it goes sometimes, you know. Casually starve half the people to death over the winter. Totally normal. It's definitely things that happen constantly, all the time in the real world. Just half the village dies in 2 months. Yeah, see, they can't even harvest any of this. They don't have the time, they don't have the people. Yeah, this is not happening here. Let's see what these people are doing. Are they going out to... Where are they going with this cart? Now I'm really suddenly extremely invested in this. Oh, getting the meat from the cow. Okay. Well, that's a little bit of a help. And see, it's almost the end of fall, and they still haven't harvested any of this. Maybe a little bit of it, but yeah, we're not going to get any of this. It is not looking great. They haven't even been able to slaughter the pigs yet. That's how bad things are. Yeah, see, now it's already winter and there's basically no food stored up. Stuff is, this is really, really not going well here. So I'll leave it here. I'll let you guys decide. Do you want to see me try and recover from this, or do you want to just cut our losses and take a break from this game and try something new? I'm going to leave it up to you guys to decide. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate each and every one of you taking the time out of your day to watch me play some silly little video games on the internet. But nevertheless, it is a wonderful pleasure to see all of you guys come back each and every day to watch videos. If you're new, thanks for joining up, and I hope you stick around. Most of the videos are not like this. Sometimes we actually, play games correctly and have a good time. But hey, we have a good time even if we're not doing super well, because that's just how things go. If you're not having fun, why are you doing it, right? So, that being said, that's all the time we've got for today's episode. Sorry it wasn't more positive, but you can't win everything. Sometimes you just get beaten down, but you either cut your losses and move on, or you dig your heels in and get going. It just depends on what your priorities are. So again, if you want to see me continue this game, let me know. If you want to see me try something else, let me know, and we'll see what happens. But until then, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.